talk about Joe Biden. He clearly is the Democratic presidential candidate, but a Washington Post article notes that he has to, that they feel he's going to have a hard time competing with how much the pandemic is dominating the headlines now, because you know who is on television every 5 minutes. So do you think this is going to be an issue for him? Does he need to compete with the virus stuff that you know who's talking about, Joy?
Well, I thought you were going to say with the virus named Donald Trump. That was weird. You know, I'm thinking it's very hard for Joe Biden right now because, you know, you've got these daily briefings, also known as rallies, that Trump is holding every afternoon for hours. I mean, he just bloviates on and on and on. I'd rather just listen to the doctors at that time so that I can rest in peace. But the truth of the matter is that even if Joe Biden was locked in a trunk in a basement in the middle of the Canary Islands, he would still win this election. That's how bad his opponent is. So I'm not worried about it that much because everybody knows Joe Biden. It's like having a relative that you haven't seen for a while, but you know he's great. And when he comes back, you say, okay, good, come sit with us. We want you back. I think that's what really is going on.
Megan, what's your opinion on this? Is there a focus he should be focusing on right now?
I think he's doing what he can. I mean, he's doing a podcast. He's doing a lot of interviews from his home. I know he's social distancing with his family, as he should. In all campaigns, there's going to be at least one big crisis of some kind. I think this is a much bigger crisis than anyone could have anticipated. The thing I worry about is that Trump does have this big pulpit right now that he can't necessarily compete with. I don't think Democrats should get too far out over their skis because I think back in 2016 it was sort of unheard of that Trump could win the first time around, and I do think some of these polls coming out, especially in swing states, aren't totally leaning towards Joe Biden in a way that I would be comfortable with if I were working on his campaign. And the whole thing, look, I'm just going to be a little crass here. This whole thing sucks. There is no way to focus on politics in the way that I think all of us as, you know, political hosts would like to. This coronavirus crisis is just so distracting. I know for me, it's the only thing that's consuming my almost everyday thoughts. So I do think this is a particular challenge for him to campaign, and just because he can't retail campaign right now. He can't do rallies, he can't go meet with voters, he can't do town halls, and that's, you know, the bread and butter of becoming president. So I'm a little concerned for him, but I'm sure with the advent of technology, it can help. But there's nothing I would love more than just to be talking about the election, the horse race of the election right now versus this virus, but we can't do anything about it.